Hey, 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 how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Hey, good morning. Welcome to Sunday. This is Rosemary Noni Knight, or RNK. Lovely, lovely, lovely to hang out with you for a very short time before I go off to church myself, man. But anyway, I just wanted to make it okay for you to be rich. I want you to make it okay for you to be rich. One of the things that I was contemplating and thinking through as I was journaling this morning, spending time with Papa this morning, and the thing that came up was this feeling that, you know what, poverty, lack, it's if there is anything of the devil, that would be it. Okay? There's a saying that goes in the Bible, the thief comes to steal, to kill, to destroy. And that to me is it's poverty, it's lack, that scarcity, that feeling of never having enough, never being enough. And I know sometimes that feeling comes from just, well, it's conditioning in some way sometimes, but sometimes it is actually a very physical thing. You literally have nothing in your account, or you just have just about enough to get by. And there's always that tight feeling around your money. Always this, in fact, it is a course of lots of arguments and all of that. And lots of spiritual people don't even want to face it, don't want to think about it, don't want to look at their money. Even this title, Make It Okay for You to Be Rich, will put some people off because it's not okay for them to be rich. They say it in theory, but it's not their reality. Their actions say, no, I'm not worthy of being rich. And the problem is that they don't even realize, or maybe you don't even realize that because you haven't made it okay for you to be wealthy, you are not taking the actions of someone who does actually think it's okay. So you may say the words, just like I used to say the words. I used to say the words that, yeah, it's okay for me to be rich, and yeah, I'm going to do this and do that. But my actions said I didn't really truly believe it. I didn't really truly believe it deep down inside of me. I thought, and I wrote a post about it this morning, and please read it. Is it okay for you to be financially independent? Because I think the title of it was something along the lines of it's impossible to live your calling out if you are not financially independent. It's not an area that people want to look at too hard because it makes them feel guilty, it makes them feel selfish, it makes them feel greedy. And I was having this conversation around this with Papa this morning, and it's like, no, you know what? It's okay. It is okay. Money is just money. It just enables you to do so many things. It enables you to live a free life. It enables you to impact people in ways that you cannot impact them if you are not wealthy. So make it okay for you to be rich. It needs to become something that you're indifferent to in some ways. It's just the norm. Yeah, you know what? I create whatever I decide I'm going to create. And so let it be normal for you to tap into wealth, to be rich, because it's just normal. Make that your normal. I go to churches and things like that where, people are trying very hard to make it okay for you to be poor. And they don't mean to do that. They're just worried that people who don't feel they're able to create wealth will feel put down on or whatever. I remember listening to a preacher saying, when I talk about wealth and I talk about prosperity, I don't really just mean money. You don't have to have money in order to be whatever. And it was all like, yeah, and everybody shouting, yay, yay, yay. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, why would you tell people that? What is wrong with having abundance in your finances as well as everything else? Why does it have to be either or? And yet that's the kind of teaching that people hear, and it makes it okay for you to be poor and not to take the actions of someone who truly believes that you can be rich. Because when it comes down to it, honey, wealth, money, abundance in financial terms, prosperity in financial terms, just comes from serving people, from adding value to the marketplace. That's it. You serve more people, you create wealth. Unless you put a block in place, and lots of people have these blocks in place. And I just felt this morning, as I was kind of writing out my journaling and listening into God and all of that stuff, to say to you that it is okay for you to be rich. It is okay for you to be rich and to be wealthy and to be prosperous. It is okay. And this was this, in fact, I felt almost like, I was being sung over. And I know it's kind of really woo-woo, and I almost feel whatever about sharing this with you, but I'm going to anyway, because you know what? I'm committed. I am committed to you reaching financial independence, and I will do whatever I need to do to help you. So this was the song that came up for me this morning. The angels rejoice as you wake up to your potential. The angels rejoice as you realize what you can do. You are created in my image, and I have made you strong. Look to me as your supply, then move, yes, move, oh move. And again, the angels rejoice as you wake up to your potential. The angels rejoice as you realize what you can do. You are created in my image. Yes, I have made you strong. Look to me as your supply, then move. Yes, move, oh move. I'll probably put it into the video headline here so that you can see the words. And I feel as if that is what Spirit is speaking over you this morning. And in fact, I'll read it out to you. The angels rejoice as you wake up to your potential. The angels rejoice as you realize what you can do. You are created in my image. I have made you strong. Look to me as your supply, then move. Yes, move. Oh, move. And that's the thing, honey. When you make it okay for you to create wealth, for you to be rich, then you'll start taking actions that are bigger than what you're taking right now. Because it is as you serve more people, as you believe it is possible for you to serve more people, that you have something of value to put into the marketplace. As you start to believe that about yourself, you start to live a bigger, more expansive life. You take bigger actions. You create wealth. Make it okay for you to be rich. And can I ask you to share this with other people that need to hear this message this morning? It's time. It's time for us to up level. Okay? And this is it. If you are feeling stuck at the moment, can I invite you to look at clear, focused, productive? If you feel a lack of clarity around your purpose, if you feel a lack of focus, you're getting distracted with all things everywhere, here, there, and everywhere, and you know you're not as productive as you could be, then honey, work with me for 30 days in clear, focus, productive. It's an immersion experience. We need to immerse you in a different way of thinking, a different way of acting. You bring your A game to the table, honey, and I promise you this, you will be wealthier at the end than when you began. Okay? 30 days, you and I. Let's make this work. Go and have a look at it. It's at rosemarynonunite.com/clear focus. Let's put the link in here for you. rosemarynonunite.com/clear focus. As I said, share this. Somebody needs to hear it. Somebody in your world needs to hear that it's okay for them to be rich, because they have bought into the lie that it's somehow greedy. It's not. It's not. Do not listen to people who are almost enabling you to be weak. You are stronger than you realize. You are more powerful than you realize. You are created in the image of the divine. There is nothing outside of your reach if you will set your mind and decide that it is done. Are you ready? It's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you were born to live because you absolutely want to. Until the next time, my honeys, much love.